Mr. Johnson, this question is for you. The Wyoming Constitution mandates adequate funding for education. What do you consider adequate funding for our schools? Is the School Facilities Commission functioning as the legislature intended? What is your opinion about the results Wyoming and Johnson County have achieved in education?
Well, I was born in 1929. I went to school in the 1930s and the 40s and the 50s. And I finally got out of university in 1963 after 12 years. I know a lot about education. My father and mother were both school principals and superintendents. And of course, I myself was a professor at Georgia Tech and Texas Tech and the University of Minnesota. I clearly have seen education results to come down since my day. And one thing that worries me is that teachers' unions have gone up at the same time. You all know what's happened in Wisconsin. Of course, in Wyoming, we have a right to work law. And no teacher can be forced to join the union, at least by brass knuckle tactics. I believe that Wyoming spends enough on education. I think the statistics show that Wyoming spends per capita, per pupil, in the highest part of the 50 states. And I believe that the legislature may be actually trying to micromanage education. I certainly believe that parents should have the right, much more right than they have right now, to decide where their children go to school. It's become sort of fashionable to think that people shouldn't teach their kids at home. I used to be a great believer in public schools, but that's sort of gone down.
I have the privilege in Senate District 22 of representing all or part of 4 different school districts. A very large district, Sheridan District 2 is a large district. The smallest school district in the state is Claremont-Arvada. They're within Senate District 22. Johnson County is right kind of in the middle, as is Sheridan District 1, kind of middle of the road, kind of middle in size. Over the years, we have worked hard to provide the resources to our school districts and our school boards. When we provide those resources, they come in what is known as a block grant. The legislature does not tell your local school board how to spend the money. We say, here is a block grant, funding per pupil. Go and spend the money the way it seems appropriate, given your community. And I assure you folks, and I'll use the big and the little. I have the opportunity, and I enjoy it. It's one of the most fun things I do. Spend a day down at Claremont-Arvada visiting with those kids. When I was down there this year, I got to read about the little book on ladybugs to the kindergarten kids, but visit with them. Sadly enough, I'm old, and the most difficult part was getting back up after sitting on the floor with the kindergarten kids at Claremont. But it's a wonderful experience. That is an extraordinary school. A 0 dropout rate. It's totally focused on what the student needs are. I have the opportunity to go up and attend various classes and visit with Sheridan District 2, a very large district. It is different, the emphasis is different, but it is a wonderful education. I think the work in progress is still to make sure we hold school districts accountable for the quality of the education. And right now the legislature is working its way through that. I anticipate we'll get there.
Mr. Johnson, you have a 1-minute rebuttal if you wish. Thank you.